We're all Bastion mains now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Salosa, and this is Unit Lost. So, it looks as if the Bastion, the huge Bastion PTR buff is going to go live because we've seen nothing off Blizzard actually saying they're going to change any of this. So, what the hell is going to happen? Well, there's going to be a Bastion meta, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to go into detail on this in this video, of course, but the first thing I want to show you is just how tanky Bastion is. So, check this out. Now, this is me on Gibraltar, a bit of a Genji in my face, that's cool. I get nano boosted, so this now means when I'm in sentry mode, or if I was in tank mode while nano boosted, I've got 70% damage reduction. Nobody's actually attacking me because, yeah, why not? I've also got a Mercy helping me as well. Now, this is completely feasible, Mercy and Ana healing a Bastion. This is going to happen in competitive. Look at this, though. Look at my health. Like, I'm healing myself, I got a bit of Mercy healing as well. How much damage did I just take? And I didn't die? Bastion is a defensive hero. He's a DPS hero right now. He's an offensive hero. He was just like a tank there. He was like a roadhog healing himself and being pumped full of healing with like Ana and what? It was just crazy. I mean, look at that. Now, you've got to remember this is PTR, so skill levels are kind of all over the place, but I'll get onto that in a second because there's a whole issue with PTR. But look at this. This is a slowed down clip of what we've just seen. So, you can see me kill the Roadhog. Then we've got a Sombra, okay, not a lot of damage, and a McCree. The McCree is drilling me. I'm healing myself. I'm getting healed by Mercy. Just sort of like, there's no effect here. It's like, whatever. Hello, McCree. Flashbangs me. I just go tank mode. Because why not? They're all on top of me and try and burn through them. So, what we're going to see in the background here is a lot of gameplay footage of me playing Bastion on the PTR. Now, little disclaimer, it is the PTR, so skill variances are everywhere. For example, there was a Genji player moaning about how OP Bastion is. I looked at the Genji player's profile, he was low gold. Now, I'm a Grandmaster like DPS player against a low gold player. There's a bit of a difference there, right? So you can't always just take it at face value, but what we can do is look at what's going on. And actually, what we can do as well is talk about why this is a problem with the PTR, because it's very difficult to actually test anything on the PTR. The whole point of it is it's a test server, the test realm. But you never really get balanced games on there. You never really get team compositions on there. It's all a bit random. It's all a bit difficult. It's all a bit quick play. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not being derogatory to people who play quick play. What I'm saying is it's very hard to test. Like, the only way to really test the changes is to test them on live. Now, what we can do, though, because we're not silly, is we can talk about the way this is going to impact the game, and we can put examples together. And I do have some footage of this, but as I said, remember, it is difficult to put this footage together because it's PTR. And what I'm referring to is what you'll see later on in the video, where I'm defending in a choke point. It's specifically on King's Row, but it would apply to 2CP maps as well. So, let's just look at some hard numbers, some hard facts, right? As you see that guy go, Bastion's OP! Right, what we've got is Bastion who can go into sentry mode much quicker, right? He can't actually headshot in sentry mode, and he's got maximum spread. But as you'll see throughout this video, it kind of really doesn't matter. It still outputs an absolute ton of damage. Sentry mode does, it's ridiculous. But the big thing is, you've got the damage reduction from the new passive called Ironclad. It means you take 35% less damage from all damage sources when you're in turret mode, so sentry mode, or when you're in tank mode. Now, what does that mean? Like, yeah, that means he's more tanky, right? That's what they were trying to achieve. They didn't want Bastion to just die instantly. Well, if we look at some figures and we look at some, let's say, counters to Bastion. If we had a Pharah, which I would say is a pretty strong counter to a stationary turret, right? Very good against taking out Torbjorn's turret. Should be good against taking out a Bastion, or at least moving the Bastion out of the way. Pharah would take 3 rockets to kill a Bastion, right? 3 direct hits, 120 damage a hit, he's dead, right? That would get rid of the Bastion. Now, well, or rather on PTR, which I suspect is going to go live because they haven't said anything about not doing this, and usually they would, it would take 5 rockets. Now, it's not only just 5 rockets, though, is it, to kill him? Because he's going to heal himself. He's going to run away, right? He's not going to sit there and let you fire 5 rockets into him. And Pharah's not going to be able to fire 5 rockets into a Bastion anyway, because Bastion's just going to shoot the Pharah, and he will kill her in sentry mode, shooting at her. Like, he will kill her before she kills him. So that means that was a counter before. It's not really a counter as such. Also, Widowmaker, if she took 2 or 3 shots, now she's going to take 5 or 6 shots to kill him. It's very difficult to kill a Bastion. What you're going to see now in this clip, and massive shout out to my Mercy player, Mad Boss, because it's PTR, and like, sometimes people don't work together. I actually asked Mad Boss, just damage boost me. Just let me sit in the corner and damage boost me. And that's what I'm doing here. It's not optimal, but what I wanted to show is what happens in a choke, and what I think is going to happen with Bastion, right? Because Bastion is a supremely powerful character, and he's very difficult to kill. right? So what we've got is somebody who, when supported by the team, like, they know I'm here. Look, they tried to kill me there. And you'll see them, they will actually kill me. But you need to look at the investment required to kill me, right? And it's kind of like the Symmetra teleporter syndrome, or the Symmetra shield gen syndrome, where you have to commit an entire attack just to get rid of it. Problem is, you kill the Bastion, he's just going to come back, right? If you're going to lose all your team trying to kill one guy, well, that's a bit ridiculous. So, some of you guys may have heard of the El Presidente kind of setup, right? What that means is you protect one person on your team, right? He's the president. As you can see there, watch this. I watched the kill cam. Like, I knew I was going to die. Like, I should have repositioned, but I just wanted to sort of prove a point. They know I'm there. How are they going to get rid of me? Like, I mean, they had to dive me with quite a lot of stuff there. So, but as I said, like a proper Bastion play, you would have kept moving around and made yourself a bit of a nuisance. So, yeah, like the El Presidente setup is you just sort of build a team around one person. Now, what I'm trying to envision, and we have to kind of like envision this, predict it, because we can't actually like say this for fact because we haven't been able to test this as yet, right? Because it's PTR, it's not proper games, etc, etc, etc. It's very difficult to test. I've gone over all of that in this video, and we know that. I mean, like, look what I just did there with tank mode. Yeah, I was getting damage boosted, I'm getting pocketed, but that's going to happen in competitive. So, what do I think is going to happen? Well, on any kind of 2CP map or choke point map on defense, you're going to have Bastion set up, right? It's going to be 100% now. There just will be a Bastion. And he's going to be supported, right? And when he's supported, he's going to be pretty difficult to get rid of. In fact, probably impossible to get rid of unless the enemy team just commit to trying to take you out with absolutely everything. Now, of course, the enemy team will probably have a Bastion. And what kind of problem is that going to give us? Well, it means if we look at like a map like Dorado, yeah, or we look at a map like Eichenwald, any map where there is a very hard choke, or let's say Hanamura, what we're going to get is a super defensive setup now, which is going to be practically unbeatable. If we look at, in fact, Eichenwald is probably a better example. If we look at the Eichenwald build for defensive teams, that is very strong, right? You've got Soldier, you've got Symmetra, you could take Torbjorn if you wanted to, yeah? And then you've obviously got Reinhardt, Anna, Lucio, Zen, Mercy, whatever, right? Obviously, Lucio, Zen, and Mercy, they're just all interchangeable. Probably not Lucio as such, probably a Mercy or a Zen. That's a team that is quite strong. Now, you're going to remove the Soldier and stick the Bastion in, because Bastion does a shitload more damage, and he's practically unkillable, right? That's the big thing with Bastion. He's practically unkillable. Now, there was some controversy with Nano Boost. There was I think there was a video that came out a while ago which showed you when Bastion is Nano Boosted in Sentry mode or Tank mode, he can't even be locked on by McCree's Deadeye, and he can't be killed by basically any other autumn. The only thing that can kill him is a Nano Boosted Bastion firing into him, which is, well, a bit ridiculous. Now, why is that the case? What's going on there? Well, Blizzard, they said there's a cap, yeah? It would actually be 50% damage reduction from Anna and 35% damage reduction from Bastion, which would be a total of 85%, right? But now actually they've reduced it to 70, so it's 15% down. So instead of taking basically no damage, Bastion will take a little bit of damage. So what do I think is going to happen? Well, I think it's quite obvious, right? Bastion is very powerful. Do I think he's OP? Well, it's hard to say, right? Because we've not played him on live. Yeah, I think he is OP, right? I play Soldier, and after playing Bastion, he just feels like a much better Soldier with a ton of utility and a very powerful ultimate. Now, Soldier's got a very powerful ultimate, don't get me wrong, but that tank mode is pretty good. Not when you use it like this, but whatever, I just went in like a madman. So what I think we're going to see is a lot of team builds being built around Bastion, because it makes sense, right? Such a powerful anchor to the team, right? Everyone's going crazy about Anchor right now, and if that's going to be a new hero. But Bastion is just, he can rip barriers down, right? He counters Reinhardt. So Reinhardt is pretty much in a lot of games. Like, you almost get to the point in competitive where if you don't have a Reinhardt, you're not going to win. Like, Reinhardt is essential. Well, Bastion just destroys Reinhardt. His barrier's gone, then he just kills him, right? And because how fast Bastion is, he can move around, reposition, he can heal himself. It's just like, why take him instead of Soldier? So what I think we're going to see are teams built around Bastion that are designed with Bastion in mind. So there'll be a lot of damage boosted Bastion, there'll be a lot of nano boosted Bastion, because that is supremely powerful. What you would do, I think, when you get nano boosted is simply just go into sentry mode and just start firing, because the only way they're going to stop you is if they crowd control you. Anna's going to have to put you to sleep, Roadhog's going to have to hook you, and if they don't do that, then bad news. I mean, look at that. The damage output of sentry mode is just phenomenally insane. Like, Bastion is this character now with long range poke like Soldier, and then just immense medium to short range damage, and I mean immense damage, and that's what Soldier doesn't have. and that's the difference. Soldier's got his biofield. That's going to heal him. That's going to give him some survivability, but it's not as good as Bastion's heal because Bastion can run away healing himself, which, you know, is crazy strong because the heal is always with him. Yeah, he's not healing his teammates. That's kind of the advantage Soldier's got, but I'm finding it very difficult to sort of see a way where you would take Soldier, like, instead of a Bastion. It's going to be a very interesting time, this is. I guess one thing I do want to touch on as well before I finish the video is the PTR itself, which does suffer from some problems. But I mean, look at the damage I just sustained there. I think I was getting healed by Mercy at the time. Let's watch this. So I think I'm getting healed by Mercy. He just jumps straight down and mows me away. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, the PTR itself, problem with the testing environment on the PTR is, well, there's no incentive to play on it. Like, why play on PTR when you could play on normal servers and get loot boxes and get XP? You can't get that on PTR, so it's always going to be a bit of a problem. Jeff has said they are working on adding some sort of incentive, maybe transferable XP or something like that, or loot boxes, so we're going to have to wait and see if that actually happens. But I think the fact remains, we are looking at a very frighteningly strong Bastion. And when I look back to times where, you know, Blizzard have actually changed the PTR as it was being worked on, I think what comes to mind is Mercy. She used to have a 50% damage buff on one of the variations of the PTR, and they changed that during the PTR because they knew it was too strong. Is Bastion too strong? I don't know. Time's going to tell, ladies and gentlemen, but we could be entering the Bastion meta. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. Do leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo, ladies and gentlemen. Toodaloo. We're all Bastion mains now.